What is up, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel, the third and final upload today. We got Campus Hero 2 content reveal. We're gonna go through a market breakdown. Give me your rating, by the way, W or L, 1 through 10, what you think of the Campus Hero 2 content. I'll give my thoughts after we show the cards. So we also got some news and notes from the Madden world. Make rights. If you opened a 78 plus and 85 plus, basically the morning that Derrick Henry and Isaiah Simmons were not in packs, you were being gifted a Zero Chill fantasy pack where you can choose one between Derrick Henry or Isaiah Simmons. They will be NCAT. They will only quick sell for 100 trading. So I do think this is a little bit of a slap in the face. You also will be getting these Friday. It says Friday, January 7th, sometime in the afternoon. I think it's a little bit of a slap in the face of people that spent a lot more than just they bought a lot more than just one pack. They spent $1 million snow, $1 million training. I think it's a little bit of a slap in the face of them. In terms of upcoming content, we got the news, and all this really is kind of known, but Team of the Week, we're only getting week 14 and 15 this Tuesday. I'm guessing 16, 17, 18 will be the following Tuesday, or maybe two Wednesdays, the Tuesday following this upcoming week. So that's kind of some news. We don't really have to invest in 16, 17, 18, only 14 and 15, but let's hop into the actual cards. These are the 94 overall heroes, and I kind of skipped over it, but Bruce Matthews gets an upgrade from his legend card. Not the best center in the game, so he doesn't have this, but he's still a pretty good card. Sam Bradford, this one probably confuses me the most in terms of, like, I would rather got seen like Johnny Manziel. Field General, 82 speed, nothing we haven't seen before with Dan Marino, so he's not going to get any unique abilities, not going to be changing the game at the quarterback position. Amon Green, and the only thing I don't like about this Amon Green card is the power back archetype. He can't get backfield master, which is very important on old gen and even next gen. That's the only thing I don't like about Amon Green. Billy Joe Dupree, and let me know if Billy Joe Dupree or Dalton Schultz, who's the best on the Cowboys theme team, but this card is pretty solid, an upgrade from his team diamond. Good speed at 91, good run blocking, good catch in traffic, a solid card. Ahmad Rashad, another team diamond, getting an upgrade from that card. 94 speed, he is a little short. That's like the only downside to Ahmad Rashad, I think. I don't want to assume things, but I think he's pretty short. Good route running, good catching, a deep threat archetype, a solid card. Now Anthony Booger McFarland, and now I didn't love him in the Monday Night Football booth. This card actually is not too bad. 84 speed is solid for a defensive tackle with a 95 power move and 94 block shed. He is not too bad with defensive tackle, surprisingly. It's kind of I think this is the first time he's been in Madden. Brad Van Pelt, pass coverage archetype. You can tell by the power move, by the finesse move, he's not going to be getting sacks anytime soon. But 92 speed, I'm guessing his zone coverage is pretty well. You can throw him in a hard flat. I don't know exactly his height if he's super tall. Brandon Spikes, this card is one of them that I really like. Growing up, man, he was a menace when he was on the Florida Gators, and then eventually the New England Patriots. 90 speed, 94 hit power, 95 block shed, with the three key stats for him. Probably a very, very good run stuffing middle linebacker. And then Jack Tatum, you could tell, I feel like this card was coming out since they fixed the Raiders set with Henry Ruggs. Jack Tatum, this might be the best 94 overall card. 93 speed, 96 hit power, 95 zone coverage. This card is really good. Raiders team gets a little bit better. Only downside, a little short, 5'11". LaRon Landry, this is my favorite 94 overall card. A new kind of legend, or I want to say legend in the game, but 94 speed, 95 hit power, 94 zone coverage. This card is very good. Of course, he has that famous picture where it looks like he is just absolutely juiced up on steroids. But LaRon Landry, Washington football team, gets another card too in Brian Arapko. They had a really good day for their theme team. And I will say with Brian Arapko, if you told me this card was a 94 overall on the top right and you showed me the same stats, I'd be like, oh, you know, pretty good card. I don't really think of him as a champion, like a Campus Hero champion, but 91 speed, 96 block shed, 95 power move. His card is pretty good. Tennessee and Washington football theme team. And then the main card from this drop is Percy Harvin, 95 speed. They give him a route runner archetype, which they seem to just be giving a route runner out to pretty much anybody because it's the best archetype in the game. 95 speed, really good catching, really good route running. I want to say Percy Harvin is not too short. I want to say he's like 6'6'1". And then for the theme teams, I say the two best theme teams that got like upgraded today. Tennessee, I mean, you get a pass rusher, a safety, and a lineman, and the Buffalo Bills get a linebacker and 2 wide receivers, where I think for Buffalo, I would have to say Stephon Diggs is the only really good wide receiver. I know they have Cole Beasley, but Buffalo and Tennessee are probably the two theme teams, so they got the best upgrades today. Indianapolis, not too bad as well. But in terms of how you get these cards, the 94 overall cards, you're going to need 30 85s, which I think there'll be a reroll, an 85 plus reroll, like the Bonos. It should be about 1,200 training. We'll have to see if that's any good. And if you want to get the 96 overall champion, Arakpo, or Percy Harvin, you're going to need 3 94 overall all-conference players. And of course, you'll get back the 3 cards well, not the exact 3 cards, but we got a fantasy pack where you get to choose 3 NCAT. So for no money spent players, really look to take advantage of this set. You can get some cheap NCAT 94 overalls that could be starters on your team for a really discounted price. Solo challenges, you're gonna be able to get 1 94 overall NCAT, which is pretty solid, only like 60 or 90 stars, so that won't take too long. But in terms of some thoughts on the content, I'm not mad, I'm not super happy. I will say, if this in Campus Hero 1, we had I think 18 all conference players. We only got like 9 or 10 for this drop, which I think that's part of the underwhelming part. Percy Harvin is really dope, and some of the other cards are really cool. It just wasn't, I don't know, it felt like a Team Diamond upgraded content, if that's how I would put it. Not the greatest, not the worst. I'd say I'd give it like a 6. Hopefully the rerolls, it all kind of depends on the rerolls. If there's a coin making opportunity, we'll get into that, but if there's a coin making opportunity like a reroll, that's good. The promo will be a lot better, but I will say I'm a little bit underwhelming. I think the potential for Campus Heroes can be insane. You got like Johnny Manziel, Vince Young, all these cards, and like we got Sam Bradford. That's my opinion though. Let me know in the comments below. In terms of some Team Diamonds, because a lot of Team Diamonds got upgrades. If you are planning on powering up, you got likes of Jack Tatum, Amon Green, Brian Arakpo. We saw what happened with Ricky Williams when he became very affordable and cheap through rerolls. His Team Diamond went from like 200k to 300k because you can only get these Team Diamonds. You can't pack them. You can only get them through the sets, and it's not a set that you can do like snap of the finger and you can get one. Like, you got to put a lot of time and work into completing a team's Team Diamond set. So I would suggest, to be really safe, just pick up the cards right now. They've kind of been flooded on the market and they're not too expensive. I picked up a Jack Tatum for 105k. I don't think that's too bad. Ahmad Rashad 150, Billy Joe Dupree 145. I think it's just safe to pick these guys up because, I mean, you got to understand that the Madden community, not a lot of people actually are on Twitter that see these cards. So when they log into the game tomorrow, they see these new cards, they're going to want to power them up, and they're going to take these Team Diamonds off the auction house, and they're just becoming really rare. And we saw what happened with Ricky Williams, we saw what happened with Aqib Talib, even Frank Wycheck, and Frank Wycheck isn't the most in-demand card. They go up quite a lot in price. So I would say pick up those Team Diamonds if you're planning to power up, but with those Team Diamonds becoming more expensive, I think it gives an opportunity, and the gap pack gets a little bit of a boost. Now instead of just the Dolphin gold players be going for a lot, there's gonna be a lot of other teams that have just expensive pieces in their set. Even I pull an elite here, but you can watch the video on the gap pack a couple days ago. I haven't heard any bad reviews when it comes to the gap pack. It's just been a really solid method the past couple of days. But hey, I would give that a look. And then the main thing we're getting this weekend, or the main thing that we might be getting this weekend, well, one, rerolls. We're probably going to be getting an 85 plus Campus Hero 2 reroll like the Bo Knows. It's basically going to be the exact thing. You're going to have 85 plus, you're going to either pull an 85 or you're going to pull a 94 like the Bo Knows 1 reroll. So it'll be 1200 training. But the big thing, and this is the biggest thing in my opinion, what we're going to get, will we get an odds boost this weekend? Because an odds boost will mean pretty much the entire market will have to dip down, just because the higher overalls will be easier to pull in every single pack. It'll make our investments a lot better. The last odds boost we got was the 9th of January, so about a month from today we got an odds boost. I think we get an odds boost either today or Friday morning or next weekend. I'm hoping it's this weekend though, since it makes our investment just a little bit cheaper, whereas if the odds boost comes next weekend, it will make our failed playoff investments just kind of like harder to sell back for a break even. But hopefully that's the biggest thing. I'm going to log on tomorrow morning. Hopefully I see an odds boost. And then to wrap this video up, we're going to be talking about the Zero Chill LTDs, because let's be honest, these have been a bitch to get rid of. I still have a bunch of Derrick Henrys, although I've been somewhat successful in lazy selling Derrick Henry. You can see took a little bit of a dip even more today with the make rights kind of news. He's kind of just, I don't know, man. This makes no sense. He's the best card in the game. He's only 300k and he's out of packs. I feel like he should at least go up to 320, 330. The quantity, though, just seems to be never ending. There always seems to be 100 plus of him up on the auction house. But I have been listing it like 20 at a time. I've been listing it for like 319, 325, 330, and he has been somewhat selling at a successful rate. This is what I would do with Derrick Henry. I wouldn't just sell him for 300k. Listen to him a couple times for 315, 320. See if you can get some more coins out of him back. But unfortunately, Derrick Henry, there's just, I don't have the patience to see. Knowing myself, these cards will probably go up right when I sell them. Marlon Humphrey, I'm a little more patient with. There's just not a lot of him on the auction house. He's the one guy I think that could go from 300, 310 all the way up to 330 by the end of this weekend. So I'm being more patient with him. But with all these guys, I am trying to sell off before, I'd say Wednesday, before the announcement of the playoff promo, because I think the playoff cards, I was nervous this weekend. The Campus Hero cards will be a little bit better than these Zero Chill players, but I don't really think I have to worry about that anymore. But Marlon Humphrey, I'm going to try to sell for like 310 to 320 over the weekend. Ricky Williams, same thing, just sell for offer 3, try and get all my money back. Isaiah Simmons took a dip this morning, went down to 290, but his demand is insane. You can already see there's not a lot of him on the auction house. He's already risen back up to like 320. I think it gets back up to 330, 340, 350 somewhat later this week, and that's when I'm going to sell off the last of him that I have left. But that really is all for the Zero Chill content, the Campus Hero content, all of that stuff. Man, these cards have been annoying to get rid of. I'm just trying to get my coins back and break even for most of them now. Isaiah Simmons got us our profit earlier in this week, but yeah, this has been a failed investment. This one is on me. It just, I don't know. These cards are still really good. They're still in demand. They just seem the quantity was just insane in terms of the rerolls. But that's gonna be all for the video this weekend. I will be streaming later tonight, like an hour after this uploads. We're playing Weekend League. We're gonna be talking the market, investments, playoffs, all that stuff. The main thing though this weekend that we're gonna be doing, and I'll have a video on it, all of my top 10 investments tomorrow, is the core elite investments for the playoff promo. But that is all for the video today. Let me know in the comments what you think of the Campus Hero program. Like, comment, subscribe if you're new. Link to Discord is in the description as always. And until tomorrow, peace.